is enough said.
What's up, Heat Nation? Your boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Video number 2 of the day, you guys. So would really appreciate the support. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, because we're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. Now together, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, video number 2 is going to be right before the Miami Heat game tonight. The Heat play the Portland Trail Blazers. We're going to smash them, we're going to dominate them, and we're going to move on to 22-20. I'm hoping that we see a different starting lineup tonight. Time will tell. Now, the starting lineup will probably be reported after this video, you guys. I'm hoping we see Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo in the starting lineup. Not 100% sure if that'll happen or not, but let's stay positive. I know that's what we all want, your boy included. Now, for this episode, you guys, I want to talk about a report that just came out a couple of hours ago. Shams Charania was on NBA Today. You guys know Shams Charania. He is the #1 NBA reporter that's out there. He's the new Adrian Wojnarowski. He was the one that originally reported all of this stuff between the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler back in the beginning of December. You remember when Shams said that Jimmy Butler preferred a trade out of Miami, and Jimmy Butler's agent called BS on Shams, and Shams was right this whole time, you guys. So if Sean is going to give an update, you guys, I am going to be all ears, and I'm going to believe Shams Charania. Now, before we move forward, I want to play this clip from Shams Charania on NBA Today. Check this out.
Here's where it's at. Jimmy Butler has tripled down on his trade request. Earlier this month, he did it to Pat Riley's face, and then last week, he did it to Mickey Arison, the team owner, and the CEO, Nick Arison. And I'm told the Heat have had some productive conversations on a potential Butler trade this week. But this is a big number to move. $49 million on his contract this year, $52 million player option for the offseason. So whatever deal ends up happening, is it going to be just a 2-team trade, 3-team trade, 4-team trade? Really, everything is a possibility. But in the meantime, Jimmy Butler is clocking in. He's playing basketball. The easiest way to put this is everyone.
All right, so we're going to stop there because he really didn't mention anything more interesting after that. So what that basically means, you guys, Jimmy Butler tripling down on his trade talks. The Miami Heat are still talking to him. I'm sure there's a conversation going on every day, and Jimmy Butler's not changing his stance. He wants to be traded. He wants to be out from the Miami Heat. If he doesn't want to be here, the way that I believe, as much as I respect and like Jimmy Butler on this team, as much as I respect the 2020 playoff run, the 2022, the 2023 Cinderella playoff run, if you don't want to be here, if you don't want to be on this Miami Heat team, then I'm a big believer in don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Peace. It is what it is, you guys. It's business. Now, I believe one day we can squash all this crap with Jimmy Butler and we can put number 22 on those rafters where I believe he deserves to be. But that's after he retires. If Jimmy wants to cause all this drama right now, then whatever. Get rid of him. But we know that it's not just an easy getting rid of. Guys, this is not 2022. It's not even 2023, where teams are just going to unload and take as much money as possible because they can go over the luxury tax. There's the new NBA collective bargaining agreement. There's a first and a second apron line. Teams want to stay away from that second apron. So they're not just going to take a guy that's making $49 million as a rental. That's the biggest thing, you guys. Memphis had interest in Jimmy Butler. Memphis wanted to trade for Jimmy Butler. But what Memphis wanted was a guarantee that if they were going to give Miami multiple players for Jimmy Butler was at least going to commit to them after this season. He wasn't willing to. Now, there was another report that the Milwaukee Bucks might be looking to do a 3-team trade with Phoenix and Miami. But guys, Phoenix and Milwaukee are second apron teams, just like I was mentioning. For them to do a 3-team trade with the Miami Heat, it's going to be really restricted. Like, the best option I can think of, if this rumor is actually real, would be a 3-team trade surrounding Bradley Beal, Damian Lillard, and Jimmy Butler. Bradley Beal goes to Milwaukee. Jimmy goes to Phoenix. Damian Lillard comes to Miami. But there's no way Milwaukee does that. why would they trade Damian Lillard for Bradley Beal? Yeah, Bradley Beal's younger, but Dame Lillard's better. Milwaukee's in the top 4 in the East. It doesn't make sense. The only reason why Milwaukee would want to make a trade is to get Jimmy Butler to play alongside Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo, which they cannot do. Milwaukee cannot trade Chris Middleton for Jimmy Butler as an example, because Jimmy Butler makes way more money. So Milwaukee's already a second apron team. They can't do that. Guys, this is going to be really tricky. Now, with this report from Shams Charania, another thing that Shams Charania did say that wasn't mentioned on that is that the Miami Heat have had productive conversations with a potential Jimmy Butler trade this week. So it looks like they're moving in that right direction. So I mentioned recently, you guys, that I don't think the Heat actually find a trade partner for Jimmy Butler by the deadline. But the way that it's looking, Jimmy Butler's being stubborn. He doesn't want to move forward. He wants to be traded. So maybe the Miami Heat's like, bro, we can't figure this out. We can't come up with a trade partner. This dude don't want to be here. We got to make a run for this season. This youth movement is ninth. The Bash brothers, Kel'el Ware and Bam Adebayo, are showing a different stance. Tyler Hero's an all-star. You got a bunch of quality role players. Let's get these guys help now. They hold out there with this drama Jimmy Butler crap. If you don't want to be here, peace. Get out. But you got to find the right trade partner. There's no way that the Miami Heat are going to take any player that has a contract passing the 2026 offseason. The Miami Heat have set themselves up perfectly for the 2026 offseason. By the 2026 offseason, you guys, you will potentially have Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier, and Duncan Robinson's contract all off your books. The Miami Heat, with this current roster constructed, are poised to have about $80 million in cap space for the 2026 offseason. So yeah, this is kind of like 2009, 2010, before we got LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. We're going to have to eat shit this next 2 seasons. We're not going to be a championship contender. We're not going to win a finals. But damn, this team is going to be fun to watch. This youth movement is going to be great. And who knows? They might be better than what we think. And then, in the 2026 offseason, with $80 million in cap space, with a team comprised of Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, and the rest of these young players we have, with the fact that South Beach, with Miami not having state income taxes, you are going to attract so many players. And let's not forget, you don't only have the cap space, you also are going to have things like a mid-level exception, a biannual exception. I mean, come on. This team is setting themselves up for the future. But you need to deal with the crap that's in front of you now. 2026 is going to be a beautiful offseason, you guys. Maybe we can cash in earlier at the end of this offseason. Maybe Miami can trade Rozier, who will be an expiring contract. Maybe Miami can find a trade partner for Duncan Robinson, whose contract is not fully guaranteed next year. But it all starts with Jimmy Butler. If you ask me, if Memphis is willing to go the Kawhi Leonard route, remember, you guys, Kawhi Leonard was traded to the Toronto Raptors in 2018-19 season. Won them an NBA championship. They gave up DeMar DeRozan and future first-round draft picks for Kawhi Leonard. They only had him for 1 year, and he won them an NBA championship. Maybe Memphis looks at this situation and thinks, if we trade for Jimmy now, he might not want to stay. But with Jimmy Butler, Desmond Bane, John Morant, and Jaren Jackson, this could be a contending team. They're already a top 4 in the East. With Jimmy Butler, they get better. And that's basically Memphis and Miami telling Jimmy, we don't care what you want. You're going to go here. You're going to play the remaining of the season out. Suck it up. Be a man. Be like Kawhi Leonard in 2019. We all know Kawhi didn't want to go to Toronto, but he won. But maybe there's another team. We've heard a lot of other teams in the rumblings, you guys. Maybe Golden State have changed their mind. Maybe Houston is thinking, damn, we have this young team. We just need a veteran to help us with a playoff push. Maybe Dallas is more interested. Doubt it. Maybe there's another team in the woodwork that's coming up. So Heat Nation, I think that we're getting very close. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy watching Jimmy Butler in a Miami Heat jersey. Because sooner rather than later, it might be Jimmy's last game with the Miami Heat. So Heat Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that Jimmy Butler will be moved by the February 6th trade deadline? Or do you think we're stuck with him for the rest of the season? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We push into 6,000 subscribers. Thank y'all for the support. We're going to enjoy the game tonight against the Blazers. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that's enough said. Come on, Heat Nation. Let's go.